Hey everyone, it's Johnny, your independent Scentsy consultant. Welcome back to my channel, and today we are going to dive into a mountain of what I've been worming. Like there's just a lot. So many things. All the things. But before we do that, can we talk about how it's almost September? Like today's Friday, right? And it's almost September. Like I think it's Tuesday is September, right? Craziness. Where did the year go? That being said, we do have a harvest collection dropping on September 1st that includes the Jack Skellington warmers that are coming back. There's like a bunch of other Halloween and harvest themed warmers and wax bars, and there's going to be body scrubs and dish soaps and all of that jazz. So if you are planning on placing an order, either reach out to your own consultant, reach out to me, or be prepared to be up really early in the morning because the collection drops at, I think, 12:01 a.m. Pacific time, which is where my midnight-ish my time. And they have a queue system that they're doing. So when you log in, you will get into a queue. And then when it's your turn, you'll have approximately, I think they said it's like 10 minutes or so to check out or whatever. So I would say basically if you're going on there to get anything from the harvest collection, try to keep it to the harvest collection because I have a feeling these things are going to go like hotcakes. Everyone seems to think so. So if there's something there that you want, focus on harvest collection only rather than trying to, do a mega order if you can help it. That being said, let's dive into why we're here, which is all these empty containers that I want to recycle. So I've been worming a lot. There's a bunch of different stuff. We'll just pick some things and go for it. I got through, let's start with a random one, Mainstay's favorite Denim. This is an interesting, it's like a cologne meets jeans scent. Like it's not really laundry, and I wouldn't think my jeans smell like this, because then my jeans would all smell like cologne, which would be interesting. And I don't, work in an Abercrombie store, so there's no need for me to spray my jeans with cologne. But it's a really nice scent. I do like it. I will say because the Mainstays cubes are super thin, like 2 of their cubes is the equivalent of most other places 1 cube of wax. So really this is only like 3 cubes of wax as opposed to, let's say, 6 or 8. But for what it was, for like less than $1, it did its thing. It was really kind of light. I liked it, but it wasn't, I don't know if I'd repurchase it. It's a nice scent, but didn't do a whole lot for me. All right, next we have Rise and Sunshine. I got through a bar of this, which was our July, I want to say, scent of the month. It's like oranges and cherries and ginger, and it's like has a sort of fizzy note thing going on. It's a really good transition scent for fall. It's still quite fruity. It's not like super harvest spices or anything like that. And I felt like putting a bar of this in. I think like there's a reason behind why I put a bar of this in. I think it was to mask something else that I was not wild about, but we'll find it as we go and I'll remember. But it's a great scent. It's no longer available, unfortunately. But hey, if you have it, enjoy it. Next, we got through Pristine Waters. This is in our clearance section. This is like a somewhat musky, cologne-y sort of scent. Slightly aquatic, I want to say. I don't remember the notes. I feel like, yeah, I don't even remember the notes to it. It's kind of forgettable. It's a nice smell, but it was really kind of light to medium in my apartment, and it futzed out real fast. Like it was there for a good hour or 2, and then I was like, where is the fragrance here? It was nice. I just really wish it was stronger and maybe lasted more than a couple hours, but is what it is, right? I got through a bar of Bergamot Bay. I want to say this is still in the clearance section. And this is interesting because it's like, it reminds me of a winter, like late fall, early winter scent, where it's like, you smell almost like a pine note or something in here. like a green tree note alongside bergamot. So it's like a zesty pine or something like that. I have a feeling like this would, if you like some of those like grapefruit and evergreen or whatever it's called, and those sort of like fruity pine notes, this is kind of like the zesty lemony lime bergamot-y version of that. It is good, and I liked it. I feel like it was a little too early in the season personally for me to warm it, but it lasted through the whole day and then a little bit. So would I repurchase this? Maybe. Would it, if we had had the option to have it, make it in, wow, English. If we had had the option for putting it into our club, I don't know if I would. But for this season, I might, if it's still in clearance, grab a couple more bars just because it was like a nice, refreshing, kind of foresty, woodsy kind of scent. And that is that. I got through a bar of Palm Beach Breeze. This is from our summer collection. And I can't decide if I love this or it's just a like. I do enjoy the scent. It's very clean and fresh. I don't know if I get, it reminds me, like hints of it remind me of Clean Breeze without like the laundry component to Clean Breeze. And then there's like, I guess the sea salty beachy vibe, palm frond or whatever is supposed to be in there. Like it's definitely, it reminds you of like a beachy seaside sort of fragrance. I like it. It performed really well. Pretty strong, and it lasted. But I can't decide if I'm like, do I need to keep this in my club? Do I not? I'm trying to pare down my club before it like rolls around for time for me to get my goodies. So in the meantime, this is like to be determined, but it's really good. If you have it, let me know what you think about it. I got through a bar of Squeeze the Day. This is a lemony, sweet lemony scent. And I know a lot of people like this. I feel like I would like this in cleaning product, but it wasn't really, to me, quite as authentic lemony that I was looking for. And because there's like that sweet, it's almost like a sponge sugar note or a cotton candy note or something, because once the lemon zing of it that's pretty potent and strong kind of teeters off and mellows out, you're left with this kind of weird sponge sugary scent. And when it started to turn into that, I wasn't really wild about it. At the onset though, like if you need something like lemony to just like wake up your day or like pucker up, it will definitely do that, but it's definitely like a sweet lemon. So I'm glad I tried it. I don't hate it, but it's not my particular cup of tea. But if you love it, keep on loving it. That's like a McDonald's commercial or something. I'm loving it. Or McLovin', who knows? I got through a bar of eucalyptus. Oh my god, I got through a bar of eucalyptus. Oh. Alright, so I have a very love-hate relationship with this. I'm either like all about it some days or just get it away from me. So on good days, like when I had sinus issues, I warmed this, and I don't know if it actually did anything to help my sinuses because I don't think it's like actual essential oil or, you know, like Vicks Vapor Rub, but it has the same premise behind it. But it's pretty decent. There's like a rosemary note or something else in here. There's like some other herbs in here. When I warmed it in like my main area, it like filled the fragrance and kind of purged it of all the like smokiness after cooking too, like because it just does that sort of thing. But then I went and warmed the last 3 cubes of it, and it took me 3 days to finally muster up the strength to do it, because every time I'd open it, it smelled like cat pee. I don't know what it was, but the 3 days in a row, like it went from being like, oh, that's eucalyptus and some weird herbaceous scent to, oh my gosh, what cat just peed in this? And now it's back to normal again. It smells like eucalyptus with rosemary. So this isn't staying in my club. I was like, I'll keep a bar in there for like sinus issues. Better solutions to that. I'll just go steam myself in the shower. Got through a bar of French lavender. This got discontinued this spring and summer. A lot of people were like, well, there's not a lot of flower scents in our fall winter catalog. It's true. It's really light. And I wish it were stronger. I don't know if it was just this bar, but it just was so light. It was nice, but it was light. And to put it in comparison with like a lavender essential oil, you put like a couple drops of lavender essential oil into your diffuser, you'll smell lavender. This was like 1 cube, nothing. 2 cubes, nothing. 3 cubes, maybe I get a hint of lavender. Yeah, it was really light. But surprisingly, the washer whiffs, like I think those are still in our clearance section. The washer whiffs for this, oh my goodness, they are so strong. Like I don't get how the wax bar is like, I can't smell it for the life of me. But then the washer whiffs version is like, oh my gosh. Like I tried one of the hacks where like you sprinkle the washer whiffs to like use it like a carpet freshener. Oh my gosh, my nostrils were on fire by the end. And I didn't only use like a scoop, maybe a half for like an entire living room area. Like it was very not generous. I was very light with my sprinkling because I wasn't sure how it was going to turn out. Oh man, that was like French lavender for days. Like my nose was burning. It was like, lavender. So the washer whiff's really potent. The wax, not so much. All right, what else do we have? I got through a bar of Pina Colada Cha-Cha. This is like a coconut, it's a Pina Colada. It's a coconut, white rum, and pineapple. But it was really mellow for me. And I thought it was stronger the first time I like had a bar of this. So I don't know if it was just this bar. But I wasn't as crazy about it the second time warming it as I was the first. Now I still have it in some Scentsy Go pods that I picked up, and I enjoy it there. But as a room filling fragrance, I don't know if I need this in my life all the time. But it is a very nice scent. It was in my club for a while, and then I took it out recently when I was paring things down, because as much as it's a nice scent, it's not like a must-have for me. All right, I got through a bar of White Sands. Oh my God. Okay, I need to close this because I'll just huff this bar for the rest of the video. I love this scent. It's in my club. I think there's like multiple of it in my club. I'm obsessed with this scent. It is delightful. It lasts forever. It lasts in my apartment. It lasts in it where any warmer I put it in, it will last for at least 2 days straight, if not 3. And I've gotten it to last almost 4 days before having to change it out. So I'm obsessed with this scent, and it's not super heavy to me, and it's not as powdery as some people are like, oh, there's powdery because of I think there's a jasmine note in here. Oh, it's so good. It's like rice milk or whatever, and coconut, and like a little floral. Oh, so good. I got through a bar of Mineral Oasis, and I was pleasantly surprised by this. This is a fresh, dewy, aquatic sort of scent. It's really nice. It's like a medium sort of strength. It's not super overkill. It lasted through the day, no problem. Smelled it without having it fade away. I don't know if this is going to stay in my club. It's in there right now. I may just keep a bar of it in my club. But it was really nice. I was pleasantly surprised. I think between Iridescent Pearl and Mineral Oasis, I like this one better. I feel like this one was stronger when I tried it, but I have another bar of Iridescent Pearl that I wanted to go through and compare it again. So they'll be dueling at some point. I got through, what else did I get through? I got through a bar of Windowsill Breeze. This is from the International Collection. And it's nice, a nice fresh linen laundry scent. I liked it. It's not gonna stay in my club. I'm not huge on laundry scents, mainly because my apartment doesn't have laundry in the unit, or whatever you want to call it, in the building. It's down like at the end in a common area, so it's like I'm not gonna go put a warmer down there and put Windowsill Breeze in there. But it's nice. I don't really need my apartment smelling like fresh laundry. It's probably my favorite of the laundry scents, if you want to call them like traditional laundry scents that I've smelled from Scentsy so far. But take that for what you will. All right, I got through a couple more Scentsy ones, and then we have some other random non-Scentsy things. So we have Churro. I got through a bar of that. This is like a greasy, doughy, cinnamon, sugary churro, basically. It smells great. It is like a light to medium scent. I don't think it's particularly strong. It lasts through most of the day, but on its own, it's not like my favorite go-to scent in the world, but it's great to mix with other bakery scents. And speaking of, I know this isn't Scentsy, but I mixed Churro with vanilla souffle from Hobby Lobby. Oh my goodness, let me tell you something. You've got to try this, even if you don't melt non-Scentsy things, or if you don't melt Scentsy things, whatever it is. Or maybe you melt all of them, who knows. These two together, a 1-to-1 ratio, oh, so good. This one lasts. I was surprised. We'll talk about this a little bit later. But it lasts and lasts and lasts. And this one really complements it in just all the ways. So, Churro, great as a mixer. I don't think it's personally one that I would, reach for as a standalone. I got through a bar of Aloha Citrus. This smells like a fresh carpet cleaner to me. It's not very strong. It doesn't do a whole lot for me. Like I don't even really get a whole lot of citrus. It's like a hint of citrus and like fresh carpet cleaner. It kind of reminds me a little bit of the part of Marvel 9 Realms, the Marvel scent that I'm not fond of. Like there's like a weird like hotel carpet cleaner smell. Like the spray that they use to get out like the smoke and smells in hotels called osium. It kind of reminds me like that. But it's a really like weak, limp version of osium, which will like stink you out of the house. Yeah, I'm not a fan of this one. I think there are better tropical themed fragrances to pick from, but if you love it, more power to you. Like I said, we all have different sniffers, so things that I like you might hate and vice versa. I got through a bar that's opening Mulan's Not Your Everyday Dragon. This is like a spicy chili mango fruity scent. It was really good. I was pleasantly surprised. It was really strong too. Was it something that I want to keep in my club? Probably not. I mean, I like dragons, but beyond that, I don't know if the scent itself justifies staying in my club. And that's okay. But I enjoyed warming it for what it was. I got through a bar of Disney Cinderella. What is this called? Happily Ever After. This was re-released with the Cinderella carriage warmer that came out earlier. It's like a light, slightly more powdery version of Spring Has Sprung. Like if you like fresh, like bouquet of flowers sort of smells, this kind of reminds me of Spring Has Sprung, although Spring Has Sprung, it's such a name. But that scent is a lot stronger and is a lot more authentic. This is a lot lighter and a lot more powdery. Not so powdery to the point where I don't like it. Like it's not like I'm not a fan of Lush Gardenia. That's very powdery to me. This one isn't quite that bad, but it does have a hint of powder in it. So I may hold on to this in my club. It's in there right now, just a bar. But if I have to, pick between this and let's say Spring Has Sprung, there are some obvious winners there. I got through finally a bar of Grapefruit Orange. This is from the Mix It Up collection. And that's all it is. It's like grapefruit and orange. This is like a different grapefruit from the Be Fabulous Grapefruit Orange, or it's very similar in the sense like this is grapefruit. That one's like I think white grapefruit. And that one has musk and some other notes. This one is just like grapefruit and orange. And it's nice. And it's not as strong as Be Fabulous, so that's kind of a bummer because again, when I have similar scents that I have in my club, I want to pick ones that I think are going to be the best of the best for that thing. So for right now, it's in my club, but I may kind of say goodbye to it and just keep Be Fabulous in there, because that one is fabulous. All right, let's get on to the non-Scentsy stuff. So Vanilla Souffle, this is I would mention this earlier, this is a Hobby Lobby one. It's vanilla, tonka bean, and creamy coconut. You definitely get like a sweet vanilla, like almost a bakery vanilla. It's creamy, there's definitely a creamy note to this. The tonka adds like a hint of like a vanilla cherry touch to it. It's like a sweetness of a fruit, but there's no like actual cherry scent to it. It's mostly just a sweet vanilla. Like think of this kind of like Simply Vanilla, but a creamier, sweeter version of that. It's yummy, and it's medium to strong. It's pretty good. It lasts for a good day or two. And it, like I said earlier, it mixes so heavenly with Churro. So if you want some random scent combos between different brands, try it out. I got through Dee Dee's Snow Coconut, Snowdrop Flowers, Amaryllis, and Amber. And this is like 95% amber, and then like a hint of like a powdery note and a slight floral. But it's like almost all amber, like a sweet amber. I don't know where the coconut part of this is coming in, or maybe snow coconut is like a slang term for amaryllis flowers and snowdrop flowers with amber. I don't know. It's amber basically with like a weird powdery note. I liked it. I didn't love it. I don't think I'd get it again, but I didn't mind it. And it did last. Then I got through Over the Rainbow from Better Homes and Gardens. This is basically a dupe for Blue Grotto from Scentsy. I don't think that I could necessarily tell the difference between them specifically, unless I had them side by side, and even then I think they're pretty darn close to one another. So Over the Rainbow, Blue Grotto, it's kind of a wash to me. They smell the same to me. It's that citrusy, whatever fruity note that it's not my cup of tea, weirdly enough. At least that blend of it just doesn't work for me. All right, I got through, let's pick Beach Getaway. This is also from Dee Dee's. This is Ocean Air and Sea Salt. And you can't smell it in here anymore. That's funny. Hello? I remember liking this. This is kind of like on the same veins as Better Homes and Gardens Caribbean Sea Breeze, which I prefer over this one. But it's that same sort of fresh, salty sea air kind of vibe. And this one does last. This one does last as well throughout the day. There's like a different note, like a more zesty note in this one, like a zesty salt as opposed to a regular salt. I don't know. What are you saying, Johnny? I prefer Caribbean Sea Breeze over this one, but this one's a pretty good one too. So I would get this one again if I decided to go on another Dee Dee's haul. I did get through Walking on Sunshine. This is also Better Homes and Gardens. This is basically, if you like Lucky Starfruit from the International Collection, this is a very similar fragrance. Like, for me, it was similar in multiple ways. It has that same rich, creamy citrus kind of vibe. This is slightly less creamy with a slight more hint of like a floral note, like a very faint floral. But it's that same, it's almost like the same as Lucky Starfruit, but instead of creamy, it's slightly floral. But on other things, pros and cons, beautiful scent, super light, just like Lucky Starfruit, where I had to use like the entire bar in a room to actually get any sort of fragrance. I had to do the same thing with this one. So whatever the formula was, I don't know. For me, for my apartment, maybe it's just, but the rooms that I have just don't like this type of blend of oils. Who knows? Yeah, it's pretty, but it was like, wah wah, where's the fragrance? So that was kind of a bummer. I got through A Bar of Perfect Day, and this is the one that, this is Sensationals. This is the one that reminded me on Cold of Picked For You from Scentsy. It is not like a honeydew Melanie version. Melanie? Hey, my friend Melanie. No, I'm just kidding. This is not a melon sort of version of that. It's like more on the floral note and fresh. But it has very similar vibes to it. So while it's not quite the same dewy, like juicy melon component that Pick For You has, it has a lot of the other components to it. So it's definitely similar and in the same vein as Picked For You. So if you missed out on that one, give this one a try. It's not going to be exactly the same though. I did stock up on this one because I was like, oh my gosh, it's like kind of like a weird dupe. And I still like this. I like them equally. I still think I like Picked For You better. And someone's car alarm is going off. Is that necessary? I still think that Picked For You performs longer and lasts better. This is a little lighter than Picked For You is, but it's on the same sort of scale of scent. All right, we're almost done, I promise. We got through Ambi Essence. These are from Bed Bath & Beyond. This is Sandalwood Vanilla. It's a lot of sandalwood, slightly vanilla, but it was really kind of light to medium. And I ended up throwing like the whole bar in like my apartment at once, and it was just... I think there's so many vanilla and sandalwood combination scents out there. It's really difficult for one to really stand out if it's super mild. I think for me, if I were gonna do like a vanilla sandalwood, I think this is definitely vanilla and sandalwood. I prefer Sand Sheets from Scentsy. There are a couple other vanilla sandalwood kind of vibe scents from other brands that I prefer as well. This one was just so forgettable. Like, it didn't smell bad, it just was forgettable. So, wah wah. Then I got through Ambi Essence Tropical Garden, and I still can't figure out what this smells like to me. There's a green, lush note to it. There's like a weird, zesty, fruity, citrusy something note. And when I warmed it, it was really strong. Like, they definitely won on the strong category. But it almost smelled like I just used a bunch of like fancy household cleaner and like scoured the place. Like I used like Swiffer and a lemon pine sol and like Comet and like every cleaner all at the same time, and like tried to like freshen the place. It's just a lot. And I don't know what tropical garden smells like this, but I don't think I would want to go to that tropical garden for very long. It wasn't terrible, but I wouldn't buy it again. It's not my cup of tea. I don't think the description to me does not match what I smelled. Then I got through Ambi Essence. Yes, this is also from Bed Bath & Beyond. Their Honeycrisp Apple. This is an apple cider. This is a honey apple cider. Yeah, this isn't Honeycrisp Apple. This is Honeycrisp Apple cider. It's very much a cider note. When it's warmed, especially, it comes out. And I was kind of bummed because I was hoping this would just be a Honeycrisp Apple. And it was like Honeycrisp Apple and cinnamon and cider notes. Yeah, I don't know what else to tell you about it. It performed pretty well, lasted throughout the day. No issues there on performance. But I was not in the mood for apple cider scents. I wanted an apple scent, and B, it just kind of didn't hit the mark. So, a couple last things. I got through ADD's Coastal Vanilla. I'm obsessed with this one. This is like this. It's a strange scent to me. It's described as vanilla orchid, coastal breeze, and white musk, but it smells like a vanilla musky version of Rio Beach. So from Scentsy. It has that same sort of strong like note that Rio Beach has that I really enjoy from it, but it's like the vanilla musk version of it. Yeah, I don't know how else to describe this, but it's if you like Rio Beach, This is like a vanilla-y version of that, and it's really good, and it's strong, and it lasts through the day. I had no issue with that. I think Rio Beach definitely lasts much longer. I've found that Rio Beach tends to last at least a couple days, if not more. But this is good. I would get it again. And then today I decided to warm Sensational's Tropical Fiesta. This is described as passion fruit and guava, and that is what it is. And it's strong, and it doesn't quite last the entire day. It kind of futzes out like by a late day, but while it's there, it lasts. And I would say it's pretty spot on smelling like the fruits. Like, it's not so nasally, so cloyingly artificial or anything like that. It's pretty juicy, fruity scent. And I just kind of wanted that today because it's like 90 something degrees here. Then I tried two things of Destination Wax. I have a bunch more to get through. I tried Coast of Sicily. This is lavender and violets mingle with the salty ocean breeze of the Sicilian coast. And there's like a fresh ocean vibe, and you definitely get lavender. It was nice. It was a soft to medium scent for me. And I also found out this other one that I'm warming today, which is Island Sunset by Destination Wax. It's also somewhat like soft to medium. They're not super strong scents, which is interesting because a couple of the samples that I tried in like a previous review, they were like really strong. So I was surprised that these ones, again, it could have just been the scents that I picked, weren't quite as strong. But anyways, it was really nice. It's a lavender, floral, clean, fresh sort of scent. Lasted through the day, no problem. It just wasn't quite as strong as I would have preferred. And then Island Sunset is coconut cedar and island blossoms compared to Yankee Candle's black coconut. It smells great. It's yummy. You get the coconut. You get like a golden, like sunshiny note. It's good. It's really good. I just wish it were just a little bit stronger. But it did last through the whole day, so, you know, no complaints there. And then I got through a little tester of coconut lemongrass because I needed it, and like, I was in a coconut lemongrass mood, and I didn't want to buy a bar of it, so I just wanted to test her. And it smells good. I don't like, I'm not a fan of a lot of the lemon scents because they tend to be a little bit crazily strong, but I do like coconut lemongrass. I think the coconut kind of mutes the lemon a little, so I like that one. Anyways, that is the end of my bin, and oh my goodness, I can finally recycle all of that. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you learned something from it. Remember to, look out for the Harvest Collection on September 1st. It'll probably go like hotcakes, so make sure you reach out to your consultant. Feel free to reach out to me if you're curious about getting some orders in, or just be up late at night and ready to go. And that being said, if you like this video, please consider hitting the like button and consider subscribing, and I will try to get some more videos out to you soon. Anyways, hope you have a great weekend, and I'll talk to you later. Bye!